When you first unwrapped it, I thought it said F is for family.
Oh, like,
thought,
whoa,
no,
where'd you get that?
impossible.
All right, we're ready. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hope I know the answers.
Well, they're in your head.
All right,
Yeah.
well, welcome to Inside the Actors Studio. We have with us today
This is the best.
Maureen Collins, known to the world as Mo Collins. And we've just got a few questions that the family is all given to us to find out more.
Oh, wow.
So I guess we can just start off with, if you tell us, Maureen, how did Dudley Riggs influence your career?
Oh, my goodness. Well, the Dudley Riggs Theater is what influenced my career and the people that were there. Dudley Riggs fired me. But, I landed with my people. Do you know what I mean? Which I had learned those were my people back in 8th grade when Mr. Hermiting introduced me to that world. But certainly when I got into Dudley Riggs, that's when my life started just flowing. You know, it was like I didn't know what I was doing. I was no longer at St. Catherine's. I had 5 jobs. And I went, what's that thing I used to love so much? And it was improv. So I got back into classes. Classes got me into the Sunday company, got me into the regular company. All of a sudden there's checks coming in, and an agent came, and the agent sent me out on an audition, and I got the job, and all of a sudden I realized I was an actor. So it was this easy slip into what my life would be. So that's how it influenced it. I intentionally stumbled into the right world.
Yeah.
And
Which
it
you had a
kind of
taste
took it
of.
from there. Like the universe just sort of went, yep, you came to the right place. Now we'll help you out here. And it just started to flow. And that was really the first time that life really started to flow. So, but it wasn't what I thought was going to happen at all. I thought I was going into art.
Right.
And it turns out I did, just in a different form.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so interesting how, like you say, the universe allows what's meant to be.
Yeah.
Like that's what opened up. If
I
other
know.
places kept, doors sort of kept being more difficult.
Oh, for sure. It was a struggle, but I remember seeing in the city pages for classes at Dudley Riggs. I was like, oh, that would be so fun. So I saved up, you know, and got in, and those are still my best friends.
Yeah.
It's like,
Wow.
that's, F is for friends.
That too.
That too. Yeah.
Thank you. So, how did growing up watching the Carol Burnett show in the basement at 9308 influence your interest in improvisational comedy?
Because they're having so much damn fun. And also I felt when I would watch Carol, I always felt something inside myself that was a kinship, if you will. Like there was something very much in my soul that I could feel what she was doing. I could feel how it felt inside of her. I don't know how else to describe it, but that was something that I would feel watching her. Was I knew what it felt like for her. I knew where its genesis was coming from for her, and I could see how much she loved it, and I loved seeing too how she opened up this world for these other people too, that she knew that in the world of ensemble comedy, it only makes you better working with other people like that. You know, it just, the ensemble is everything. I love it.
So, speaking about ensembles, can you describe for us, can you find 3 words to describe the Hermiting years?
Oh man.
That's only 2.
Love,
Oh, my.
passion. I only have 3 words.
You can go more.
No, and I have to say the word shrewd. Because he called, the last conversation I had with him, he called me and he knew that I wasn't, maybe it wasn't going very well out in LA. And he just called and he's like, you have got to be shrewd, Mo. Get shrewd.
Uh-huh.
And that's always a word I think of. Shrewd.
Yeah. Making good decisions,
Yeah.
I guess, with your
Being on top of it
skill.
instead of just being toppled,
Uh-huh.
you know, which it's hard to be shrewd, you know, out there. But I only just really the last couple of years understood that and acted on that.
And that conversation would have been like how many years ago? How long ago did he?
Oh, let's see. I mean, it was probably like 10 years ago. Yeah. He's sneezing. The audience member is sneezing.
So, prior to your Emmy nomination, what was the biggest thrill in your career?
MADtv.
Uh-huh. Getting it.
Oh my gosh, all of it.
All
The
of
whole
it.
collective. Yeah,
Mhm.
from getting it to everything it taught me, to the people that I learned, to just the laughter,
Mm-hmm.
you know, the
fans.
explosion of yourself too, and just sort of seeing how far you can go
Uh-huh.
in something is really cool.
And that show allowed you to do so many characters.
Completely.
Which is
Yeah.
what you're
Yeah.
so great at.
It let me just explode like
Mhm.
a firecracker, and that was really cool. So that is just such a great experience. I loved it.
Well, let's see here. Oh, here's an interesting question. What has been instinctual for you, and what did you have to learn?
Ooh. What's instinctual for me is I understand comedy and I can tell when it's gonna work and when it's not gonna work, or at least have a really solid inkling of that.
Like live in the moment, know how to move it?
Oh yeah, it's manipulative.
Mm-hmm.
It's something you can absolutely form,
Mm-hmm.
and you do it even though like you can write something up and work it up and go, I'm gonna do it like this, but then it's really comedy because it's such a live energy force. You shape it in the process too, and it's like surfing to me. I kind of feel like it must be. I don't surf, but I think it feels that way. You're riding the wave, and you also, the wave too has to ebb and flow. You can't stay up on that wave. In order to get those big swells, you have to let it come down and let your audience build back up. So it's a ebb and a flow
That's a great
of
analogy.
the energy
Surfing.
of the laugh itself, and I like knowing that I understand how to manipulate that.
I like that.
Oh, and then what was the other part of that question?
But what did you have to learn?
I've had to learn how to just be more free with myself in the comedy and not always to hide behind a character. I would say
Mm-hmm.
to be more transparent.
Okay. Yeah, I think you're doing more of that now.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, because it certainly was like comedy and what I was doing and sketch and all of that. The beauty of it was getting away from myself and stepping into somebody else's shoes. I like that, you know, because it's like, too, I was the super shy girl, and as soon as Hermanning split the personality in half and said it's okay for that other one to come out and we'll call her Mo, you know, and then I could hide behind Mo and do these things, and eventually it's almost like Mo and Maureen kind of merged into the person that it was okay to just, it's okay to come out,
Yeah.
you know.
Now you're both all together.
For the most part. For the most part.
Let's see. Maureen, you are enjoying a great career. You have inspired so many people. and have cracked us all up with so many of your famous characters. That being said, is there anything you now wish you had done differently in pursuing your craft?
No.
Yay.
Nope. I'll take all of it. Yeah. It's a mountain to climb to do this thing,
Yeah.
you know, but
Still.
Yeah, I'm still climbing.
Yeah.
But that's the journey. That's kind of what the fun of my life is too. It's the fun of my life. It's the hardship of my life. But I also do know that if you're going to choose the path of being an artist, that's the best hope, is that you are still trying to figure it out, reinventing, you know, yourself along the way, because that means that you're still alive as an artist, you know, if you're still trying new stuff.
Right.
But yeah, a lot of people have been like, do you ever regret that you didn't audition for Saturday Night Live? And it's like, well, that would have been a totally different thing, you know, and probably would have more success if I had done that, because I would have most likely made it on, you know, but I didn't. I got MADtv and it was cool.
Yeah.
And it went the way it went, and it's all good. Yeah.
So what do you think is the next creative thing you want to take a crack at?
Producing.
Producing. Aha.
Yeah.
Is that what might be coming your way?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Be my own.
We'll ask
Be
you
more
questions
behind the
about that.
powers of that are controlling the comedy.
Okay.
Have more say in that, and create it, write it, produce it.
Why do you think that your performance in Eptas for Family deserves an Emmy nomination?
Well, I'll tell you why, and I'm really proud of it. I'm the underdog of the other people in my category. But here's why I was nominated, and I love that people, whoever votes, saw this. If you put the collection of my voices from an episode onto, you know, and listen to it, you'll be like, how many people is that? How many people did all those? And I did them all.
Yeah.
I do them all. You know, it's like a lot of people in the voice world, they kind of have their niche.
Yes.
with voice, but I mean, I'm playing young boys, I'm playing old ladies, old men, I'm running this gamut. I do accents, so it's hard to believe that, I mean, even for myself sometimes I'm like, oh wow, and that's actually the challenge now, is to not sound like my things I've already done, which is getting
your library.
My library of voices. It's like trying to access, you know, I have several boy characters that I do now, and so you can't just have that generic, like, here's me doing a little boy. It's putting the personalities in just your vocals. I can't add a hat or glasses or, you know, wear my pants different. I gotta change my inflection, and so
I mean, that's a whole
it's a whole cool new thing, though. I love it. I do love it. Yeah, but that's why, because there's so much. You get Mo with Mo.
Yeah, you're a creative Hollywood workhorse.
Yeah.
Can we hear any of those 5
Oh,
voices?
sure. Let's see. I'm trying to think the ones that are actually on the. Well, pretty much you can, like, well, there's Vivian, and she runs Plastaware, and she is the boss lady of the wife in the series Eptas for Family.
Okay.
Ginny sounds a lot like Stuart's mother. So Murphy, oh, your family is just so nice. Everything looks so good in your life, but meanwhile, my family. That's Ginny. Jimmy, he's the bully of the whole thing, and he is the nemesis to the lead. Lex. There was Lex. He is just a stoner dude. Is also there. He's got long, frizzy hair.
Wow, you can just pull them out.
Yeah.
Nana Rose, she's there now. She's like an old Italian. And she says the worst stuff.
You know.
Whoa.
Oh, and then there's what is her name? I can't even remember her name. Oh yeah, Brandy is her name. Her name is Brandy, which is funny because her boyfriend drinks brandy.
Oh, are you like sore in the throat at the end of
I
a?
have to do Jimmy last, the
Yeah.
bully, because he wears.
That was tough.
And Nana Rose now, she's newer, and I have to do those at the end because they. Yeah.
Yeah.
You just keep your hot lemon tea going.
Okay.
But yeah, there's some that they do on purpose because. Like you have to do that over and over. He's the one that throws the F-bombs around.
Okay.
Fucker! Like, so like Murphy! I'm telling your dad, Murphy! Jimmy
The spit.
Jimmy Fitzsimmons! Yeah, it's real hard! Like, my body gets, like, I stand up and just the whole, it gets
Yeah,
all
standing
into
probably
it.
helps.
Yeah, it does. It helps a lot. But like,
Thank
I have
you for
to
doing
punch a
all those
lot and then, Those are fun.
Thanks. That's fun to hear it.
Those are great questions.
Oh, let's see if we have any more here.
That's
What
really
is this?
fun.
Oh, I know. We have a couple from Craig who couldn't be here quite yet. He will join us later for our Baccio celebration.
Oh, nice. Oh, good. I was wondering if I could
Um,
say Kriag.
Who is your favorite character and why? Craig wants to know.
On Eptas for Family?
I think he's probably meaning ever. Your favorite character
Oh,
and
it's
why?
your both.
Yeah. Favorite character ever and then a favorite character for Eptas for Family.
Let's see. That is hard. That's always been the hardest question. Because I don't have favorites. I have I have favorite moments of working with people. Certainly like doing Lorraine on MADtv, with Michael McDonald or whomever. Like those moments were so great. Or doing Stuart's mother, just great. It was about the moments or the cast, but I don't really have favorite characters. Sure. Just times in my life that I had more fun.
Right.
It felt special.
You created something and people just roared.
Yeah. That's insane.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy. Yeah, I've seen tattoos of my characters.
Whoa.
People send me every Halloween pictures of them dressed up as my characters. I love it. That's surreal.
That would be surreal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see here.
Millie.
I guess after your partying this past week for gathering the nominees together, are you and Allison and Janny planning to do lunch together anytime soon?
Nope. Nope.
Maybe.
I don't even know if she'll remember my name, but I got to meet her. She actually did Eptas for Family.
Oh, yeah.
She was a guest star on it, but I didn't get to work with her. But yeah.
And you played her.
I did.
You played her on MADtv.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did West Wing. I should have told her. Because maybe she would have seen it. Probably did.
Well, and then seeing you guys together on stage, it's like you guys definitely look very similar.
Yeah, and when she, booked that show Mom, seeing stuff like that is really encouraging for me because age and
Right.
height and everything, because I don't know how many times my height has been an issue. You know,
Yeah,
so stupid.
which is kind of
It's
crazy to the rest of us.
I know, it's ridiculous.
But
How tall are you? It's like, well, I'm tall enough to walk out of here fast enough because you're obviously not going to cast me because I'm too tall, right?
that's one thing I was wanting to ask you. Just so, how small is Hollywood?
Really small. It's really small. I'm not kidding you. Tiny. People are tiny. Not just height, but the body itself. It's like these little tiny alien bodies. They are. Like leading men are 5'8".
Yes.
The women are up to about 5'4", but they're also just the physical beings are tiny. They really are. They're tiny. Yeah.
Yeah, it would be funny. It would be shocking funny for several to come walking in here.
They look like a
all of a
child.
sudden. Yeah,
They look like a child.
with our family.
Yeah, absolutely look like a child. Yeah, they look like little dolls they could just kind of pick up. Good, because they probably weigh about 80 pounds. They're tiny. They really are.
Kind of.
And the camera loves them.
Right.
Does. They love their tiny little selves.
So sometimes, I guess, I've never actually seen inside the actor's studio. I've seen little film clips of it.
Oh.
But I understand he'll submit a questionnaire to the guests. I didn't submit one to you ahead of time, but just kind of some goofy questions.
Oh. This is so cool.
Do you have a favorite word?
Subby.
Subby! Of course, that's your word. It's your own word. Do you have a least favorite word? And if you can't answer these, it's quite okay.
Boy, I'm sure I do. Can't think of one.
Anything that really turns you off.
That would depend on context.
Right? Is there a sound or noise that you love?
Oh gosh. Well, laughter, but also a go-to for me. I'll Google babies laughing
Oh, yeah.
because if I need to laugh,
Uh-huh.
to get to really get there, I Google videos of babies laughing.
I love those too. They're so fun to find.
Yeah, it cracks me up.
What profession other than your own would you still like to attempt? Or would you attempt if circumstances were different?
Well, I still love painting,
Mm-hmm.
to be an artist.
Mm-hmm.
That's still, but I haven't done it for a bit, but I still can and
Yeah, right.
do. But otherwise, I don't know. I mean, I used to want to be a truck driver, but that doesn't appeal to me as much anymore. I don't know. Working on like a rescue farm
Ooh.
appeals to me.
Mm-hmm.
I should probably just find a place to volunteer to do that.
Like for animals or
Mhm.
refugees? Or...
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. I'd like to go like spend more time with some animals.
Yeah, you sure would.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Love it.
Well, maybe a good question to sort of wrap up. When you get to heaven, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive?
Boy, that's deep.
That'll do, pig. That'll do.
That'll do.
Good job.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, just good job.
You guys have anything you want to ask still?
I don't think so.
These are great questions.
Oh, everybody threw a couple in there.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Thanks for humoring us and taking some time on the
Yeah,
spot.
jeez.
Yeah,
Thanks
it's not easy. And
Thanks for
you
having
just
me.
had so much to say. It's
No, it's-
wonderful.
Good to, when you say it, you learn again,
Yeah.
you know.
Or you think about something you
What is
really
it?
haven't thought about the answer to.
I know.
And then you can kind of formulate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for obliging us.
Thanks.